This video demo is to briefly demonstrate how to generate a treatment plan and a treatment plan update in ICANotes. To do so, first you'll want to go to the patient record. In the upper right hand corner, you'll see a tab labeled Treatment Plan. Click on it. In this section, you'll be able to add new treatment plans by clicking the plus sign, giving it a name, selecting the type, and populating the rest of the detail and the location. You'll save this, and then you can open this plan. In this area, you'll have a list of tabs that you'll click through, working left to right through the tabs and top to bottom through the selections. Here I'll add a new problem, and this client has adjustment disorder, which will branch out then into a list of manifestations, of which I'll select depressed mood, expressed verbally and through behavior. From here, I'll move on to the next tab of our long-term goals and select from the list that is populated. I can also free text here into the field, or I can create what we call custom buttons over here on the right hand side. Then I can select target date, and then I'll move to the next tab of the short-term goals. Here I can see my manifestation was depressed mood, and I'll select that, and it will populate a list of short-term goals within the program that I can choose from. At any point, I can enter in a new blank short-term goal and free text that in, or I can create custom buttons on the right. I'm going to select therapy for self-confidence, and I'll also include an option to implement an exercise regimen. Down below each of these goals, you're going to have the opportunity to enter in the frequency, time period, and duration. You can also type into any of these fields and select your target date. We're going to leave the completion date blank for now, as well as the progress and the status, as these are for when that client meets that goal, and also when you're updating it to document their progress and their status. Under the Interventions tab, the program will auto-select whatever your discipline is here in this very first column under number 1. If you'd like to change that, simply click on a different option, and you'll see that your interventions down below will adjust accordingly based on the goal and the discipline selected. Here I have the goal set for therapy for self-confidence, so down below the intervention on the top is enhance self-confidence. When I click on that, it's going to populate those interventions here into the field, and you can edit these accordingly. You can also put in the frequency, time period, and duration as well. I'm going to move on to my next goal, which is implement an exercise regimen. And then down below, I encourage them to exercise for depressed mood or even assign a walking exercise. Again, down below, you can put your frequency, time period, and duration. I'll populate that really quickly and we'll move on to the strengths. Here under the strengths, you'll have the ability to document various strengths, and also there's a barriers tab, which is next, and you'll be able to document those there as well. Then you'll move on to your barriers. Again, this is very similar. You'll have your details here that you can select from. You can free text into the field or use custom buttons. And then move on to your status. Here in your status, you'll have the ability to document that you went over this face-to-face with the client, or if this was a medical necessity, or if you'd like to do a SNAP, there's a capability to this here, as well as create a discharge plan. I'm going to move on to the very last tab, which is the Compile Plan tab. In this area, you can select that this is the initial treatment plan, and you can preview the comprehensive treatment plan. It will ask you, do you want to stamp it with today's date and calculate when the next one is due? And I'm going to say yes. Just as a note, the program will automatically default it to 90 days. Anything you do after that can be adjusted to calculate 6 months or monthly or however frequently that you do update your treatment plans. And then save to a progress note. Since we do have a due date, it will ask us, do we want to set a reminder? I'm going to say no for now. And then here's our treatment plan. And you can scroll through and take a look at that, at all the goals and interventions that have been populated here into the note. You can spell check it. You can print this out. You can also capture patient signatures with a Topaz signature pad. If you'd like to apply your own signature, you can electronically sign and lock this note. And that's how you generate the original treatment plan. If you were to update this treatment plan, here I'm going to return to the chart face. You would click on that same tab in the upper right hand corner that says treatment plan, open that plan to update it, and then select the problem you want to update. Short-term goal, you can update these, such as maybe this person, I only want them to come twice a month now. There you go. And you can change those dates appropriately if you need to. And here's your intervention. And you can also adjust these accordingly. Once you've completed that, you can move on through the rest of the tabs. I usually skip straight to the status tab, and you can start a new entry date here. And the sections 1 or 2 are for your follow-up plans only. So here we can say that there is some progress, continue current plan, progress is seen, and then move on to your Compile Plan tab. Here we'll say this was a 48-hour update or 7-day or monthly, or however frequently that you're updating your plans. I'm going to say monthly, and then you can preview this comprehensive treatment plan. Here's your updated treatment plan. Now you'll see the label does say treatment plan, and you can adjust that accordingly using our change note title feature. And that's how you do a treatment plan and updated treatment plan in ICANotes. Thank you.